Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, your boy, the man, Injured to the City for the Talk Entertainment on my Brotherhood Nation Entertainment YouTube channel. Injured to the City, that's me. Now, things I'm going to go ahead and get into. Eventually, I will start, I don't know when, hopefully very, very soon, I'm going to actually start living up to it when I say that, hey, I'm actually going to start reporting on more stuff than just my music. Because honestly, that may be one of the biggest things that I continuously need to actually grow my audience. Which, who am I kidding? Yes, it is. And who am I kidding? I'm also an analyst, and I can very much analyze this stuff very well. Some sports, I can analyze the sports, movies, the TV shows, whatever else. I can deal with it. And honestly, that's one of my career paths anyway, or one of my careers already. Actually, it's one of my career paths, but it's something I can already do right now. It's a career path for me, but it's already one of my careers that I know I already can do and am doing. But eventually, somewhere down the road, I'm actually going to get signed to a contract and actually get paid to analyze this stuff. Eventually. Sorry about that. But it was either do that or it was either do that on camera or take another video, doing it off camera. And I didn't feel like, well, not that I didn't feel like it, I just didn't want to start another video just because of me coughing, honestly. But like I say, more of the Talk Entertainment coming soon with me actually, talking about, analyzing, movies, TV shows, other people's music, and whatever else, business, whatever else. I mean, because I know I can do it. That's one of the biggest things on the Talk Entertainment that I need to start doing in order to grow my audience and actually show people, hey, I can talk about more than just my own music in the Talk Entertainment. Pretty much like saying, use the Talk Entertainment for the actual reason why I'm doing it. Which is more than just talking about my own music. Again, you can follow the Talk Entertainment on Twitter at the Talk Entertainment. Capital T, then lowercase HE, capital T again for talk, then lowercase, ALK, and then capital E for entertainment, and just, capital E, then lowercase NT. Now, and definitely, I probably could have explained that simpler, but that's the way I chose to explain it for now. But again, I will definitely start living up to that eventually, hopefully, by the grace of God. I will start living up to actually talking about more topics than what I'm talking about now for the Talk Entertainment. Because again, for me, it's branded as Talk Entertainment for more than just me talking about my music. It's actually branded for me talking about, for me actually being an analyst. More than just me talking about my music. It's actually branded for me to talk about music, sports, TV shows, movies, whatever else. I mean, it's branded for that exact reason, not just for me talking about my own music. But again, quick, let me do exactly that. Talk about my own music. Again, the song called Dropout, ladies and gentlemen. The song called Dropout. That song, definitely from my standards, it will be edited and actually, Dropout is actually gonna. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete the version that I have right now on the Forever Misunderstood album. The playlist is again, the Forever Misunderstood album is still out. What that means is it's still an official album that was fully released back in August, second or third week in August. I think second week of August. Yeah, first or second week of August. Sorry, first or second week of August. It was released then. The Forever Misunderstood album. So definitely for me and my standards, that album is still out there as the third complete album of this year for myself. The others were the March Madness album, the new 2016 Perspectives for the 904, and again the third makes Forever Misunderstood. But yes, I'm going to delete the current version of Dropout. So if you want to listen to the current version of Dropout before I delete it off the Forever Misunderstood album, you can listen to it now. I'm going to delete that current version eventually. And I'm going to, I may delete it like literally right now, but the point is I'm going to delete it. I'm going to re-wrap it, I'm going to re-record it, and probably put a different beat towards it so people actually vibe to it better than what they probably have thus far. And again, towards those bars of which I said how the system is rigged, and the way the system is rigged, I'm just saying because a lot of people have, been victims of rape, harassment, sexual harassment, and Lord knows what else, and never saw justice for it. Now, I may keep that bar in there. I should, but if I don't, I just don't, and I will continuously preach on those topics. Like, don't think just because, okay, if I took it out, in a remastered, edited version, that I'm not going to talk about those things. Cause I'm going to talk about them. I'm going to, whether I'm getting paid or not. I want to talk about those issues. A lot of people out there who have been victims of rape, sexual harassment, and a ton of other horrible things, and saw no justice for them. That's the only reason why I put that bar in the Dropout song to begin with, for that exact reason. And so if I do take it out of the Dropout song, you will hear me talk about those type of topics in multiple different songs and multiple different talk entertainments with probably multiple other different people. Eventually, the talk entertainment will be featuring other people other than just myself. I mean, come on, I have connections, plenty of connections for it, and that's just that. But yeah. The Dropout song will probably be, it would definitely be re-recorded, but definitely it will be mixed in with probably the song called, The Throne. No, I did not get The Throne off of, well, actually I got the title, but I got the title from obviously, yes, Jay-Z and Kanye West. I got the title of The Throne, obviously, from them, but I didn't get the purpose of the song. Purpose of the song was people who are in a position of authority abusing their power over either the students or abusing their power over whoever, That's how that goes, over the workers or the students, Because I've seen it before, And it's like, what? Like, I haven't just seen it on YouTube videos or Worldstar videos. I've actually seen it in real life. I've seen, them not making exceptions for something they should make exceptions for, or just like, I've seen students getting yelled at for no good reason. I've seen students getting yelled at for no good reason. I've heard about it. I've seen it. I've seen some stuff. I've seen this stuff. And that's just that. I've seen and heard about it. Again, principals, deans, administrators, or whatever else abusing their power over the students, and even, bosses abusing their power over their workers. I've seen it, I've heard about it, and I'm just saying, that's where the title of The Throne came from. That's the purpose. That's the purpose of the title. That's the purpose of the title. Okay, the title itself came from, yes, Jay-Z and Kanye West, but the purpose of the song came from those reasons that I just named. And that's just that. I mean about, deans abusing their powers over the students. What I mean about that is easy, like not making certain exceptions that they should make for time constraints or whatever else, or just yelling at the kid when they didn't do much wrong at all, and trying to, I guess you could say, and somewhat intimidate them or whatever else. I've heard about it, I've seen it, and it made me kind of sick. I mean, it's like, it made me think to myself, like, really? It's almost like, but I'm just saying, I will be continuously preaching on these topics continuously. Just because I rep a lot of schools and I rep a lot of places and and rep a lot of people, does not mean I'm not going to preach up against, inequality, and does not mean I'm not going to preach up against what I believe in. I'm still going to preach in these things. I may not preach in every song, but I'm going to preach these things. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. I'm going to die for what I believe in, and all the people that I love and care about, which is pretty much everybody. That's just how it goes. But yeah, the Dropout song is going to be mixed in with The Throne. Somehow, some way, I'm going to mix it in with The Throne. By the way, CMG. The CMG that I was talking about was not Yo Gotti's CMG. It was the CMG that the rapper, or the Christian rapper, NF, or just rapper NF is signed to. Look him up. He's a rapper who released I think the album's called last year's album was called Mansion for him. This album, I forgot what title this album. Last year's album was called Mansion. This album was called Therapy Session. And the two positive banger songs on those albums are both, or at least I'm just saying the intros are a monster. They pack that punch. Both intros, they pack that punch that makes you think, they're like, dag, this dude means business. This dude is about it. This dude, he has he has a good vengeance. He's actually this is like both intros are like are a make your mark thing. They are a build your legacy thing. They are like a set in stone. This is going hard. This is going harder thing. Like the Going Harder song off my March Madness album, the March Madness album that you can once again go into my playlist on this YouTube channel and see. Brotherhood Nation Entertainment, by the way. Boom, I think you already know that because that's the channel that you're watching this on right now. But I may post this to a backup channel. Maybe, maybe not. But the biggest point is that the CMG that I was talking about was Christian Music Group. That's the CMG that I was talking about when I said CMG with NF. That's the CMG that I was talking about, Christian Music Group, or Sony's Jive. I do not know whether those whether Sony's Jive is still fully active at all. But I do know they did have a record label called Jive. Sony did have it. They don't still have it now. They did have a record label called Jive. And also Houston's very native, yes, Houston, Texas, very native, very own Rap-A-Lot Records. You guys have gotten a shout out by me for Rap-A-Lot Records in a previous song that's on SoundCloud somewhere. But definitely you're gonna get another one. I believe in the remake of Cross My Ways. I'm gonna remake that song. Probably gonna remake almost every song off the Cross My Ways album. But that's just that. Dropout. No, I'm not gonna answer that phone. Most likely he's a bill collector or whatever else. But or someone trying to sell something. But the biggest point is that yes, Dropout will be mixed with the Throne, most likely. And the CMG that I was talking about was Christian Music Group with NF. And like I say, in Houston's very native, very own, Houston, Texas, very native, very own record label of Rap-A-Lot Records will be shouted out in more than just one or two songs by me. Shouted out multiple more. But once again, to all my friends that like I say, I told them I was gonna give them shout outs, or make their own songs, or make an entire EP or entire album about them. I have the time. I just got to manage it well to do it. I have the bars, even if I'm just repeating the exact same. Like, here's the thing: I can actually, again, take one song and rewrite it like God knows how many times. Just using, you can pretty much saying the same thing, just in different words. I can do that. But the point is, some people have asked me for individual albums of themselves. Like, they actually asked me to make an entire album of them. I ain't got no problem with it. I'm actually going to do that for you. If you're worth it to me, I'm going to do that for you. Because that's just who I am, that's what I want to do, and you deserve it. And that's just that. But entire albums or EPs, I'm going to do it. Definitely singles. Come on. Can't count that out. But definitely, yeah, feature EPs and albums and, and whatnot of one specific person. Don't know when those are coming out, definitely, but, eventually I will get those of those people because they deserve it. They deserve it. But definitely, Dropout will be mixed with the Throne, the real me. Like I say, that song. Like I say, I'm probably gonna re-record the beginning paragraph of that song, and put it pretty much as like say something about outgoing nature, because that is what I possess, and that's why I am as outgoing as I am. I possess the outgoing nature. I have not been working on this outgoing nature of myself since 8th grade for nothing. That's one of the reasons why I continuously try to construct it every single day and keep trying to build on it, because I told myself back in 8th grade, if you want more friends, you have to learn how to be more outgoing. And I learned how to be more outgoing in 8th grade, because when I was in 6th grade, I wasn't that outgoing. At least when I was in Kearney Middle School, KMS, repping KMS, straight out of Kearney. You know what's up, That's my old, I guess you say, alma mater or whatever the term is called. Like I say, yes, I actually did change the title of KMS Tributes on Legend to just Old Friends, because some of those people that I shouted out didn't go to KMS. They went to San Pablo Elementary in Jacks Beach, which is right across the street from Fletcher. Shout out, God bless Fletcher as well. And like I say, that's just that. That's why it's titled Old Friends, not KMS Tributes, because some of those people I knew from KMS. Some of those people I knew from San Pablo. Shout out, God bless all my old friends from San Pablo. Shout out, God bless. Again, San Pablo Elementary. I also shouted them out in. I shouted the school out in Paperwork Together Freestyle.